Secretary.
How are you?
Or I guess it's afternoon now. Good afternoon, Mr. Secretary.
Okay.
Secretary Becerra, the State of the Union this year, the President of the United States of America stood on the House floor and lied to the American people. He stood on the floor and said the Republicans wanted to take away your Social Security and Medicare. In reaction to these lies, I proposed H.R. 875 to divorce the debt negotiation proceedings from health care so that our seniors were not used as pawns in that negotiation. But as a result of these lies, I get comments back from my constituents. One from Rochester Hills who writes, Rep. James, I'm concerned about the debt negotiations that were underway in Congress and they could jeopardize current and future Social Security and Medicare benefits, which I rely on. Another of my constituents from Sterling Heights wrote in saying, it's outrageous that some are suggesting cutting Social Security and Medicare in the debt debate. I've heard a lot about misinformation in this hearing today, but the greatest purveyor of misinformation in the past few months has been the Biden administration. There's been a lot of fear-mongering, and to establish the trend, the White House also lied about cuts to VA benefits. I'm a combat veteran. I have felt the sting of not only the physical wounds of war, but the unseen wounds of war. And the increase above the president's budget of over $18 billion that went to that VA has invalidated that misinformation from this administration. Mr. Secretary, what also concerns me, in addition to this misinformation from the Biden administration, is that it seems to be more concerned with expanding government-run programs when free market options exist to bring down the cost of health care. Many of my constituents are asking me, why must the government continue to spend more and more and more to force them, to make them beneficial, rather than supporting free market alternatives that could at least alleviate a little bit of pressure on the taxpayers to foot the bill, while also increasing quality and choice? Right now, my understanding is Medicare Part A is expected to go insolvent in 2031. Is that also your understanding?
Medicare Part A will face a challenge unless Congress, you all act to provide it with more resources, yes.
Do you believe that Congress should act to maintain the long-term stability, security, and sustainability of Medicare?
Yes, of course. And the president provides a proposal to do so.
Would you agree that increasing expenditures has put us in this mess in the first place? Hey, I'll even credit you. Both administrations, Democrat and Republican, spending without controls, without checks, and without commiserate attention to the nutritious and environments that we're putting our people in. Do you believe that spending in Democrats and Republicans have put us in a situation where Social Security and Medicare could go insolvent within our lifetimes?
Well, Congressman, as you know, Social Security and Medicare don't rely on what the budget that you pass on a yearly basis does, because Social Security and Medicare operate on their own terms. Okay, so irresponsible fiscal policies. Do you believe that irresponsible fiscal policies have put us in the position where our seniors now and in the future are at risk? And do you believe that Congress and the administration have a responsibility to fix that? Fiscal policies must be enacted that keep the interests of our families in mind, but Social Security and Medicare operate on their own terms.
Do you believe that Congress and the administration have a short and a long-term responsibility to get Social Security and Medicare back on the right track? Yes or no,
I
please?
would hope that you would act to make sure that we keep Social Security and Medicare working well for everyone.
Unless it's a yes. I don't want to put words in your mouth. Okay, I'm going to assume that's a no. Madam Chair, before I conclude, I don't want seniors to lose their benefits, and I'm going to do everything I can to protect seniors' benefits. With that, I yield.